Hello everyone, I got a little haul for you. We're going to take a look at some new things and I'm going to update you on the Sap Green today because I finally have a Daniel Smith to go ahead and add to that as per your requests. Thank you so much for joining me today and let's get started. So first up on our list, let's go ahead and add our Daniel Smith Sap Green to our Sap Green comparison that we did in the last video. This is PG7, PY150, and PO48. And we'll just go ahead and add this one. Lots of people said, where's Daniel Smith? So I had to make sure that we went ahead and got this in. If you can hear the grandbabies in the background, I apologize. They are playing. I'm never in a quiet house. And that is a beautiful green. But I had one person make a comment like, what is sap green? And I guess sap green is totally under everyone's own individual interpretation because they vary so much that you just never know what you're going to get unless you see it. Really pretty one. Let me zoom in there so you can see all the greens. And there you go, with our last ad, the Daniel Smith Sap Green. So let's go ahead and start swatching out all of these new sticks that I got. We're going to go ahead and swatch these on our Meeden hot pressed watercolor paper. Grab out a sheet. Let's see what we got. So we'll put the sap green down just so we can see for comparison. On my new colors. These sticks are really a good value for money. Then we have serpentine. And I'm just taking it off the top. You can also draw with these and you don't have to even have them wet if you don't want to. Really versatile, and I think you get more for your money on the sticks than you do in pans, or this is olive. They do tend to take an extra second to get their tips wet till they get the full amount of pigment. Then we have Indanthrone Blue. It's crazy beautiful. Then Cerulean. This is such a gorgeous color. Then we have Cobalt. Permanent Alizarin Crimson. Burnt Umber. Really nice neutral brown. Mayan Orange. Quinacridone Sienna. Burnt Yellow Ochre. This has a more russet feel, I believe. Doesn't feel like a yellow ochre at all. Love the color, just doesn't feel very ochre-y to me. Nickel Azo Yellow. And then we have New Gamboge. Well, that is a beautiful lineup. Really loving that. Next up, we have one of these all pencils by Stabilo, and I've been playing with this, and it is lovely. Let's go ahead and show you. Really nice and dark black pencil. I mean, super black. How fun is that? And I've been playing with it, and I did this little drawing. Let me grab it. And I did it as the shadows. It was my first time playing with these, and I'm really liking how it did the shadows and stuff. Now, I did this before watercolor, so we'll have to see how that works and how that turns out, but I've been big into my experimenting lately, so we'll just keep on with that. This is a Lyra 2B, one of the water solubles, and I have a 2B, a 6B, and a 9B. So let's go ahead. I am just shaking everything. There's the 2. This is the 6 and the 9. And let's see if they look pretty similar. You can see a little bit of transition going darker. Let's just go ahead and see what they look like when they wet. And these wet really nice and easy. Ooh, really nice. This is my first time trying these at all. Oh, that is going to be fun, especially with the really rich black. This is pretty dark, but it's much warmer than the all pencil. So how fun is that? That is going to be so fun. The pen company of Bastion recently sent me this pen. They asked if I would like to give it a try, and I was like, oh yeah. Really beautiful pens. Ink comes separate. Let's go ahead and open this. I have not tried this at all. And let's see what it looks like. Nice box. This is very fancy. But I can't seem to open it. Isn't that always the way? There we go. Ooh, look at that. How fancy. So let's go ahead and get the ink in it. They also gave a nice little sleeve to slip the pen in. And let's see if we can figure this out. Oh, they have one in there. So that's nice. They gave me an extra. And I guess you slip this down and around. It's got a little nubby on it to keep the ink fresh. How lovely is that? And then yeah, this is just a little sleeve that you can pop it in. It was nice they included that. Extra ink. We love that. And let's go ahead and see how it writes and see if the ink is water soluble or not. So let's see what we have here. We have our Sap Green. And our Serpentine. It writes really, really smooth. So let me go ahead and keep writing this all out. It wrote very smooth, even over a few of them that might have still been a tiny bit damp. So let's just go ahead and see if the ink is... That writes really, really smooth. Lovely pen, solid metal. How nice of them to send that to me. Let's go ahead and see if the ink is water soluble. Oh, it's not moving. I mean, it might have a hint of something, but I didn't let that dry very long. So that is completely waterproof. I love that. Oh, that's very exciting. So let's move this off to the side and we'll take a look at the couple books I got. The first book I got was the Grandma Moses American Modern. I had seen this on a couple of channels, and I love Little Village and house scenes. That's totally up my alley, since I love to urban sketch. And it tells a lot about her, and you can read her whole story. But there is a few pictures in here. The little villages and stuff are just incredible looking, absolutely incredible looking. Let me see if I'm on. So pretty. These little scenes, these little hometown scenes are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. They really have a warming feeling to me. Really, really beautiful. And this book has tons and tons of inspiration and pictures, and absolutely love. Yeah, very warm, cozy feeling. Lots of vivid colors sometimes. Absolutely adore. And just people doing their everyday life. Love that. Absolutely love that. So that was a very exciting book for me to get. It was a little on the pricey side. Let me get the other one. The other one, I have been having like deep diving into the Beatrix Potter, and I'm actually wanting to do a video in the near. The artwork is just so incredible, and she used like 5 colors, only 5 colors, and I've been investigating these colors, and hopefully we can put a palette together on what she used and do a little painting or something. And this is of all her work. She did a lot of landscape work, sketchbook work, of course her character books for children, Peter Rabbit, of course. I think that's what she's most famous for. And I can't wait to read this thoroughly. So cute, the artwork. Incredible. Sorry about the glare. The pages are a little bit shiny, but it's just, this is a very thick book. I mean, sometimes you look at some of this work and I mean, you so think of her as, you know, painting a little rabbit or a character or something like that, that you don't realize that she did just tons and tons of other artwork and landscapes and flowers and plants and lots of mushrooms. She did lots of mushrooms. So I am going to keep reading and studying up on her. I find it very intriguing. Her work is absolutely beautiful. It's loose, but it's detailed at the same time. Something that I would love to achieve. I tend to be too tight or too loose. I can't seem to find that in between. Really beautiful. And her ink work is just phenomenal. The colors and so beautiful, beautiful book. Really excited to have that. And that will be my whole art haul for today. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for sticking with me to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.